What is your name, sir?
My name is Bill.
Phil?
If you had been a printer in the 1870s, this is how you would have handled your printing, especially in a small town. Each time, we don't talk about copies, we talk about making impressions. I'm sure you're familiar with the expression, make a good impression. That's printer's talk.
Oh.
If you came in and wanted something printed, the printer would tell you, I'll make a good impression. And the first one off the press is the one that I'm going to show you, so I certainly want to make a good first impression. And that's the origins of that expression. So this is why we don't talk about copies. We talk about making impressions. And this is letterpress printing. I'm going to give you one that you can take back for your memory book. A dry one we did yesterday, that you can take back with you.
In the 1870s, what would something like that cost if you had a flyer made
Well,
up?
it would depend on how many you had made. The more you had made, the cheaper they would be.
Sure.
But if you had, let's say, 500 of these printed, the major cost would have been the construction of this. But after that, 500 of this might have cost you 50 cents.
And what kind of printing press? That's a...
This is called a letterpress. The type of printing it's called letterpress printing. This press was made by a company that had offices in New York and in London. And the advantage of this particular press is that it could come apart. And if you are shipping things before the invention of the forklifts, and you have something that weighs 1,000 pounds, it would be much easier to move something like this in components than to try to pick up a big press and carry it.